Hello, my name is Mr. Eric, and I'm a staff here at Girls Inc. of Orange County. And today in Literacy Lab, we are going to be reading the famous story, The Night Before Christmas. For those who celebrate Christmas, this story has been a foundation of how we think about Santa Claus. It was written in 1823 by Clement C. That's exactly 200 years ago. Well, girls, get ready, cozy up, warm up that hot cocoa. It's time to read The Night Before Christmas. Wait, let's do the anatomy of a book first, shall we? What's this part of the book called? The front cover, yes. This part? The back cover, definitely. This part? The spine, yes. So the book has different parts just like we do. And this is called the jacket. Get cozy. It is cold because look, it's snowing inside. All right, here we go. This is the publisher notes and the title page inside the book. And it has the name of the author, Clement C. illustrated by Henry Fisher. All right, here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Does anybody know what a sugar plum is? So 200 years ago, they didn't have the same types of candies we did. So they would sugar fruit. So they would make fruit very delicious by letting it dry up a little bit and put sugar all over it. And that was their treats. And it's very good if you ever get a chance to try it. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Peddlers were people who would come and sell things out of their satchels back 200 years ago. They'd go door to door and sell things. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. And the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Ooh, 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 ooh. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Can you believe that girls and boys have been enjoying the same book for 200 years? I mean, Clement worked really hard and did his very best work when he wrote this story. Do you think it made a difference on how it spread across the whole world, doing his best work? Imagine, could you make a difference like he did? Could you make a small difference in your community? Could you make a difference in your whole world by doing your very best work? I think so. Do your best work, girls. You're never going to know what's going to. Well, until next time, remember, you are strong, smart, and bold. And see you next time. Bye.